Hello everybody, Bets Golden here. Today I wanted to make a cute little fairy card using this Tonic Studios fairy door die. I like it so much and I'm going to tell you why. I went ahead with this fairy door and I took a piece of Renia foil paper and I triple folded it. And then I dyed it with this die. And this is what I got. Isn't that so cool? So this is the Tonic Studios, and I have the link down below as well as the Renia foil paper, and this is just the blush line, and the Renia foil paper is double-sided, so there's two sides. Basically what it is it's paper with foiled infused on both sides, so it makes it extremely durable but yet flexible and delicate, and it gives you that look of like you would with foil, because it is foil, but there's paper that just makes it super special and much more durable. But if you want to bend it, you can bend it and it holds its shape, or if you don't like the bend, you can put it back and it doesn't show that you bent it at all. So that's what I love about this. I thought that this would be perfect for this project. And whenever I die cut with Renia foil paper, I always make sure that I fold over at least into 3 layers. For some reason, that just helps my die go through the paper smoother and better. And then I have 2 more dies to use, little images to use at a later time. So I'm going to take the pieces that I'm not going to use right now and store them in this packaging that my die came in. I am going to be using the Bella Boulevard Make Your Mark paper line. I decided to go with this paper because the flowers are huge and fairies are super small. So it would be perfect for a card because my fairy is little, which means to her these flowers would be very large. And if she's going into a garden through a door, makes sense, right? And I'm going to be stamping some images with the Fairy Magic by Rita Bearcat using my Tonic stamp placement positioner. What is cool about this, you guys, is you can use, this is really neat, you can use, if you see right up here, clear, which is what I'm using, that already has a sticky back. Or if you have a cling, you just simply take it off, flip it over, put it back down, and it says rubber right there. And so this side is for your rubber, and you know what side you're on because it's always going to be looking at you correctly. I'm going to be using clear, and this is going to create a crisp image because the back actually has foam under it, which is what you need. If you're not using a stamp positioner, what you need to do, if you're not using the Tim Holtz stamp positioner, you are going to need to just make sure that you have a piece of craft foam under your paper that you're going to stamp on. So this comes with 2. I ended up getting another set because I didn't need more than 2. And you're just going to take your stamps and place them on. I'm actually going to move this over a little bit. I think I want to do it more in the center like this. Ooh, once those get connected, good luck getting them apart. They're really attracted to each other. So I cut my paper a little too short, which is okay. So I'm going to put her about right there. Now that I have them lined up as I want them, I'm just going to simply pull this over, and I'm picking it up with my this side. I can't even talk. And then I'm just going to ink my edges, my stamps. I'm just using a Memento because I'm not quite sure if I'm going to use Copics. I think I'm probably going to use alcohol markers to color these in. I kind of want them to be bright. I really want this to be a fun card. And I love bright and colorful. All All right, and then from here, I'm just going to stamp my image, making sure that I'm pressing down. And I'm going to go ahead and for a crisper image, what's so cool about this is I can ink this up one more time. I can stamp it and it will give me that perfect image once again. And it'll just really get it nice and crisp. And it looks like my rabbit may need some extra TLC after I do this, and that's going to be okay. I'll just lift these off and keep him on and then stamp him if I need to. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so he does need some extra help. So I'm going to remove these two. Before I do that, I'm just going to take my Stamp Squeegee by Lawn Fawn and get that ink off. I love this thing. I don't have to use any kind of product on it. It's just water, and when I need it, I just wet it, and then there I go. So let me put these guys back. Ink this little guy up. Sometimes this happens when you are stamping with multiple images. So, but with the stamp platform, it's not a big deal. You just do what I'm doing right now. And look at him, he's perfect. All right. And I'm just going to color him in now, or them in now, I should say. There's our images, and I'm going to go ahead and start to assemble this card. First thing I need to do is measure what my card base is going to be. And I'm going to do that right here on this mat. The reason why I have this mat down is because this has quite a glare on it. And so sometimes it's a little bit frustrating for the viewer and for me to have to work around that glare. So I like to put, if I don't need to use it, I like to put this down first. So this is a 4 by 5.5 card. So I want to make my base just a little bit smaller than that. So I'm going to make it 3.75 by, what did I say, 5.5? Yeah, by 5.25. Okay, so I'm going to lay my card base out first. Go ahead and assemble. I think I want it right in the center, and I want the door to open. I think that's fun. So I'm just going to use a little bit of adhesive on these other pieces. I know that's small, but I actually used some of this fantastic super tight adhesive. I love this stuff because you can use it in little delicate areas like this because of the special tip. It's instant super glue, and it is amazing. This little tip, it comes with a couple of them. And so what I do is the first time I use it at the full, obviously the full tip. And then each time I snip a little off. And then once it just gets so hard and dry, I remove it and I replace the tip. And it comes with a couple of them. So this is really good if you like to use these types of ink, you know, these dyes that are really, really, you know, have those narrow lines to them, because this works. It's amazing. It takes a couple seconds. It's pretty quick drying, but it does take a couple seconds to get in there and dry, but once it's down, it's down. So from here, I need to figure out what I'm going to, where I'm going to put her and my bunny, if I'm going to use everything. And then plus I pulled out of the Make Your Mark Bella Boulevard little clips, this, and then the die cut right here. And then I thought it would be cute to put a little this on as well, but I'm not sure it's going to work. I might put it on the inside as the sentiment. That might be cute. I'm not quite done with this. I want to add some glitter, but before I do, I want to go ahead and get the inside of the card set up as well. So that's what the outside so far looks like, but I'm going to bling her out just a tiny bit. So for the inside, I want to just put this here. And then I want to, right there in the center, I want to do one of these little circles, or yeah, I think that, or shine on. That one's cute. So I was thinking of like one of those, but that's kind of redundant with the circle. Why don't we do that one? That's cute. BU shine on. Makes sense. Okay, so the middle is done, or the inside's done. So let's finish up this outside. And what I'm going to do with the outside is I'm just going to add a little bit of sparkle. All right, so I'm going to call that card good and done. And it is so cute. So again, if you're interested in the die, that's by Tonic Studio, as well as the Tim Holtz stamp platform. I'll have that link for you to the store in my description box below. So make sure you check that out and use it. And then the Rita Bearcat can be found in her Etsy store. I'll have that linked as well. And I think that you can find this Bella Boulevard at the Blitzy store. I don't know for sure, but I will also link that store just in case. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do so. Until next time, happy crafting!